In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge our meeting place. The City of Flin Flon Council Chambers is situated on ancestral lands of the Treaty 5 territory. We would like to acknowledge that we also work in partnership with First Nations in Treaty 6 and 10 territories and a Métis Nation.
Thank you. We will have a reading and confirming of minutes of Councillor Slip.
This is Resolution 18-01. Be it resolved that the minutes of the regular meeting of council held April 25th, 2023 be adopted as received.
Seconder? Seconder. Councillor Hanson, all in favor? Okay. I will put it here. Is it still on?
Yes.
This is a joke.
Kind of is.
We have a public variation order number 2023-01, and I have to turn my page. City of Flin Flon under the Planning Act notice the public meeting regarding variation order number 2023-01. The Council of the City of Flin Flon under the authority of the Planning Act will hold a public meeting at the council chambers of the City of Flin Flon on May 2nd, 2023 at 7 p.m. At which time and place the council will receive representations or objections from any person who wishes to make them in respect of application for variation order 2023-01 by Phil Lucier to vary the requirements for lot 1, plan 7519, 110 Tweedsmere as follows. To permit the construction of a front yard fence from maximum 3 feet, 0.914 meters to maximum 4 feet, 1.219 meters. Now, does that mean we're the public meeting now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And am I hearing from someone now?
Doesn't seem to be any objections.
There are no objections here, so I'm not sure that we just consider that a done deal.
We'll still have to pass a resolution
Okay.
at the next meeting.
Okay, so we have no, okay, we'll move out of that. We have no objections, and we'll move on to number 4, which is resolutions. And for that, we'll go to the check of Councillor Dallas.
Check resolution, whoa, it's very loud now. Check resolution 18-02, be it resolved that the amounts of $269,591.59 be approved for payment. The check schedule is also online, so you can go on at any time and see whatever the check amounts are and who they're paid to.
We need a seconder. Councillor Richardson. All in favor? Done. Now, Councillor Hanson.
One thing. I have mill rate first reading. Be it resolved, bylaw number 2023-06 being a bylaw governing estimates and to set the mill rate for 2023 for general purposes, school purposes, and uncontrollable purposes be ready first time and passed on first reading.
Seconder.
Okay.
Councillor Lidwin. All in favor? Okay, so that one's done. Councillor Hanson, you have the next one.
A business tax assessment, 18-04. Be resolved, bylaw number 2023-07 being a bylaw of the City of Flin Flon to provide for the making of a business assessment and the levying of a business tax in conformity with the Municipal Act, Section 306, be ready first time and passed on first reading.
Seconder. Councillor Dallas Funk. All in favor? That one's done.
That's all I have.
Sorry?
That's all I have.
Thank you. Councillor Slip.
I have resolution 18-05, fee in lieu of business tax. This is its first reading. This is a yearly resolution for home-based business tax of $100. So this is read every year. Be it resolved that bylaw number 2023-08 being a bylaw to provide for the levying and collection of a fee in lieu of business tax for the year 2023 as required by Section 7 of bylaw number 2023-7 be read a first time and passed on first reading.
Seconder. Councillor Hanson. All in favor? Done. Councillor Liquid.
Two motions, your worship. First up, bylaw 2023-09, Equipment Reserve Fund, first reading. Be it resolved that the bylaw number 2023-09, being a bylaw of the city of Flin Flon to provide for raising money by a special tax to augment the Equipment Replacement Reserve Fund, created by bylaw number 2376, be read a first time and passed on first reading.
Seconder, Councilor Richardson. All in favor? Thank you. Councilor Richardson again.
Next up, bylaw 2023-10, General Reserve Fund, first reading. Be it resolved that the bylaw 2023-10, being a bylaw of the city of Flin Flon to provide for raising monies by special tax to augment the General Reserve Fund, created by bylaw 27-88, be read a first time and passed on first reading.
Seconder, Councilor Slip. All in favor?
That is all from me, your worship.
Thank you. We will move to Councilor Richardson.
Bylaw 2023 dash, oh no.
Yep.
Variation 2023-01, Bill Lucier, 110 Tweedsmuir, 1808. Be it resolved that the application for variation order 2023 by Phil Lucier to vary the requirement for Lot 1, Class Plan 7519, 110 Tweedsmuir as follows, from maximum 3 feet to maximum 4 feet to permit the construction of a front yard fence be approved.
Seconder, Councilor Slip. All in favor? None gets this right.
And then my second one is award tender bridge and culvert inspections, ACON 1809, whereas the city has tendered for bridge and culvert inspection services now, therefore be it resolved that the city of Flin Flon award the tender for the bridge and culvert inspection services to ACON Canada Limited as recommended by the Engineering Service Committee on April 26, 2023, and that the Mayor and Chief Administrative Officer be authorized to sign the necessary documents.
Seconder, Councilor Hanson. All in favor? That one's passed. Then you get it back. There you go.
I'm just going to make a comment about the mill rate in the first reading. So the public hearing is actually going to be on May 16th. So it will be at 6 o'clock. We'll all be here, and our CAO Lynn will give extensive presentation about the whole budget and where it lies at that time. Anybody can bring objections forward or ask questions. The school mill rate will also be discussed at the same time. The finance proposal is online, so you can look at it online, but you can also get a paper copy at the front desk here. So that's one thing about that. So any questions also can be emailed to Lynn Brown or myself. You can find our emails on the City of Flin Flon website. The second thing, the business tax assessment is the same thing as the $100 small business. Those are standard business tax assessments that the bylaw has to be read every year. So what happens is the land assessment does the forms with the businesses and then gets it to the city, and then the city does the business taxes from that. So that can also be looked at if anybody wants to. The reserve fund is a standard reserve fund that we do every year for $220,000. That is just in case fund. So it's not in our standard budget. So for example, if the Whitney Forum roof collapsed and we needed to do something immediately, and it's kind of the same logistics with the equipment fund. So we're always putting that money away for when we need to upgrade our equipment or something really major happens. So I just wanted to add some little context to that.
I believe your meeting's at 6:30.
Yes, the announcement was.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought we were doing summary before that. Thank you for the clarification, and that's why we love it.
Last year was at 6.
Was it last year at
Last
6?
year
Okay,
was
maybe I was,
6.
maybe I heard it somewhere like that.
I'm not sure that it'll be published in any case.
But yeah, it would be great if everybody's here, because then we can answer some questions and we can really take a look at it, especially with the grant in lieu. We're already, down $1 million with that, so we had to do a lot of jockeying.
Is 30 minutes enough to present the budget fully?
Well, I think Mrs. Brown would say yes.
Okay.
But I guess it will, how can we know, right? It really would be dependent on how many people came or who asked questions or whatnot, but it still gives us time before the meeting.
I think generally that the House.
Yeah, you would know more though.
Has
And,
been enough in the past.
I don't think council can come to go over time.
yeah, well, I mean, like, city
Yeah.
council meetings immediately afterwards, supposed to start at 7, but if it runs long, it runs long,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Anyway,
That 7 o'clock is not a constitutional requirement of council.
fair.
I'm just going to add to this, and congratulations to the Arts Council. I know they've been working really hard on putting on Mary Poppins, so everybody who hasn't got a ticket should have one and get out and enjoy it because it's quite a production and they put a lot of work into it.